Miftah delivers the third energy price shock in 20 days. Islamabad. The government raised energy prices by over 29% on Wednesday, removing energy subventions in an attempt to trim the financial deficiency and secure critical support from the International Monetary Fund (IMF). This is the third cut in energy subventions in about 20 days. The prices of high-speed diesel (HSD), petrol, kerosene and light diesel oil painting (LDO) have gone up by a massive 83 pc, 56 pc, 73 pc, and 68.4 pc, independently, since May 26. The depot price of petrol now stands at 233 rupees and 89 paise per litre, HSD 263 rupees and 31 paise, kerosene 211 rupees and 43 paise, and LDO 207 rupees and 47 paise. Speaking at an unscheduled news conference with Minister of State for Petroleum Musaddiq Malik, Finance Minister Miftah Ismail said the price increase was ineluctable to save the country from the dereliction. The decision wasn't an easy bone, as this would increase affectation and accordingly add to people's miseries, Mr. Ismail said, but claimed that the former government and grueling global request conditions had left no other option. He said the prices of all products had now been brought to their purchase price and the element of subvention or price discriminational claim had been excluded. There's no more government loss on the trade of petroleum products, he said, hoping to conclude an agreement with the IMF for reviving loan support. The IMF wants Pakistan to take strict measures to control its financial deficiency in the face of a balance of payments extremity. According to the finance minister's advertisement, the depot price of HSD has been fixed at 263 rupees and 31 paise per litre rather than 204 rupees and 15 paise, an increase of 29 paise or 59 rupees and 16 paise. The energy's price has jumped 83 paise since May 26 from 144 rupees and 15 paise per litre. The price of petrol motor spirit has also been increased by 11.4 paise or 24 rupees and 3 paise per litre to 233 rupees and 79 paise from 209 rupees and 86 paise. The price of petrol has increased by 56% from 149 rupees and 86 paise per litre before May 27. Likewise, the price of kerosene has been increased by 16% or 29 rupees and 49 paise per litre and fixed at 211 rupees and 43 paise per litre rather than the being rate of 178 rupees and 31 paise. Its price has soared 73 paise since May 26 when it stood at 118 rupees and 31 paise. Also, the FX depot price of light diesel oil painting (LDO) has been increased by 16.33 paise or 29 rupees and 16 paise per litre and set at 207 rupees and 47 paise rather than 178 rupees and 31 paise. Its price has also increased by 68.5 paise from 125 rupees and 56 paise per litre in May. Mr. Ismail said the decision of such a price hike wasn't easy for any finance minister or high minister but had come ineluctable because of the unreasonable decision of the former government to indicate prices for months. He hoped that the exchange rate would now ameliorate, requests would stabilize, the frugality would balance out and the investor would take appreciatively the government's will to make delicate opinions. He said global crude oil painting prices were swimming around $85.90 a barrel when the former government decided to renege on a just concluded agreement with the IMF by removing levies and reducing prices. This was despite the fact that it had committed to writing to put 30 rupees per litre petroleum development tax and 17 paise deals duty on the entire price, meaning levies of about 64 rupees per litre. Now the transnational prices have gone further, 120 a barrel, and comestible oil painting prices also jumped 300-400 paise. He said petroleum discriminational losses were causing 120 billion rupees yearly loss to the government compared to 42 billion rupees yearly expenditure of running the entire megacity government. I haven't seen such a desolation in the frugality over the once 30 times, he said. Mr. Ismail said the government had tried to cover the poor by furnishing 2,000 rupees to 8 million homes under the Benazir Income Support Program in June and would increase this support to 6 million further families in the coming financial time. He said the former government was so unskillful that during the COVID epidemic, when the entire world was witnessing minor affectation rates, Pakistan was among the top 3 most precious countries. The former government neither inked contracts when oil painting and gas prices were at 6 nor created buffers for delicate times, he said. The situation had now come to the point that the country was trying to avoid profitable dereliction, he said, but hoped the tough times would pass after many months. He said the tough opinions were taken in the wake of rising petroleum product prices in the transnational request and the exchange rate variation, because maintaining the energy prices at subsidized rates was constantly adding the financial deficiency and current account gap, besides putting pressure on the country's foreign exchange reserves. Speaking on the occasion, Musaddiq Malik said no price increase would have kept a yearly loss of 100 billion rupees that was nearly equal to the country's defense budget. He said the former government had left behind an indirect debt of 1.4 trillion rupees in the gas sector and 162 billion rupees in LNG diversion to the domestic sector. We've taken responsibility to take corrective measures, and we won't wince down from but take responsibility, he said. Global oil painting prices are out of our control, but I promise the day transnational crude prices to come down to 110 or 105, I'll come back to you and advertise a price cut, Mr. Malik said. He said he realized the difficulties of the people and could imagine that 2,000 rupees was nothing, but 4 million people transferred dispatches on 786 for enrollment, which meant the fiscal help at least handed some relief. Budget 2022-23 duty relief to a salaried class offered at IMF altar. Islamabad. The government has decided, in principle, to reverse the drastic duty relief handed to the salaried class in its proposed city budget for 2022-23. Sanctioned sources told Dawn. In the lately presented budget, the government had suddenly given major relief in terms of duty rates to individualities with advanced hires by reducing the maximum duty rate from 35 PC to 32.5 PC. The proposed budget also reduced the number of crossbeams from 12 to 7. According to the functionary, the revised duty crossbeams and other proffers have been submitted to the International Monetary Fund (IMF). Specialized position addresses will start in the coming many days, the functionary said, adding that they would try to cover the salaried class falling in lower crossbeams. The fund's representative in Islamabad also verified that they were in conversations with the authorities to gain further clarity on certain profit and spending particulars. Responding to written questions participated by Dawn, IMF Resident Representative Esther Perez Ruiz said, "We note the submission of the draft budget to the National Assembly last Friday. Still, she maintained that according to primary IMF estimates, fresh measures will be demanded to strengthen the budget and bring it in line with crucial program objects. Fund staff stand ready to continue to support the authorities' sweats in this respect and, more generally, in the perpetration of programs to promote macroeconomic stability," she said. Senate body reviews budget proffers. Independently, a meeting of the Senate Standing Committee on Finance, held under the chairmanship of Senator Salim Mandviwala, reviewed the popular duty measures for the time 2022-23. Fiber officers told the commission that eatery services and the force of goods were tested independently. The former was a parochial subject, while there was an issue on the force of goods between the center and businesses, but the matter has now been settled, said President Fiber Asim Ahmed. The meeting approved an offer to further increase civil excise duty on cigarettes as well as transnational business class air tickets as well as levies on telecom services. Senator Farooq Naik raised questions over the duty of a 4PC deals duty on the import of jewelry. He refocused out that this was a parochial subject and asked under which law such a duty had been assessed. The Commission also rejected the increase in deals duty on electric vehicles from 12.5 PC to 17 PC. While Senator Naik suggested impunity for small electric vehicles. Representatives of the Islamabad Chamber of Commerce told the Commission that the construction sector would be negatively affected by the government's ban on imported goods. They said that 6 large hospices were being planned for Islamabad, adding that if the ban wasn't lifted, also this design may be affected. The advance duty on filers in the real estate assiduity has been increased from 1 PC to 2 PC. But the committee suggested to fiber officers that the advance duty for filers in real estate shouldn't be further than 1 PC. The commission also unanimously approved the tax on mobile phones. Fiber officers said they anticipated inducing about 670 million rupees in profit from this. Pakistan National Heart Association officers told the commission that 1 in 3 Pakistanis were diabetic and that the use of sticky potables was adding to the prevalence of rotundity, heart complaints, and cancer in the country, proposing a 20 PC duty on all carbonated and sticky drinks. They refocused out that there was a 13 PC duty on soda pop but no duty on authorities. At this, The fiber president said that such a duty can be levied only when the track and trace system, which can help keep track of products during the entire force chain process, is in place. It'll take a time, he said, adding that the offer was in the public interest, but the Commission should also hear the views of the assiduity. Accordingly, the Commission summoned the representatives of Libation Diligence and the Pakistan National Heart Association to the coming meeting. Fiber officers also informed the Commission that the super duty assessed in the former PPP government will now be intermingled with a new duty on the banking sector.